He's come in for some criticism last season. He only got 8 goals. He missed out on the England squad for the European Championships. How much mental strength has it taken, and how impressive you've been with the way he's dealt with that criticism and come back? And he did a lot of extra work during the international break, I think, with a different trainer as well. Does that show the dedication to get back to what he knows he can do and scoring regularly?
So I think every player who's playing in the Premier League, but definitely in this club, you need some resilience. And not any football career is only the way up. It's also the way down, and you have to deal with it. And Marcus Rashford is also experienced that he knows this as the best. So he knows when there are setbacks how to fight back, how to set his career, how to set his performance, so he took control of it, and I think he's on the way back. He started the season very, very good, and now he has to continue and to progress.
Samuel. Hi Erik. You gave him a bit of a rest in the week, but how important has Ahmad become for you this calendar year, and how impressive you've been with him, with his progress?
He's doing very well. I would say, I think from January on, he has made big progress, and he is now, for every game, he's a consideration. And so, also for him, I hope that he keeps going in this process, and he has some attributes that can really help a team.
Chris.
Hi Erik, just on Marcus again, he looks so full of confidence now. Can you say, what have you been doing with him, and perhaps also Ruud van Nistelrooy been doing with him and other coaching staff to get him back to where he is now?
Probably he needed some help, and by backing him, for instance. But at the end of the day, he has to do it by himself, and he has to set his life right. He has to set his training attitude right. He has to set his match attitude right, and when he sets his professionalism, he will perform because he's a class player.
And also the England squad will be named again in a couple of weeks' time. He wasn't in the last squad. Do you think he's on course to be in that squad now?
I think he will always be an option for every manager, but it's not up to me. That's up to the England manager.
Neil.
There was a couple of incidents in Marcus last year when he was late back for training from that Belfast, and he partied after the derby. Do you think his attitude has changed? He realises, what he has to do off the pitch now, and he's back focused fully on his football?
I think he always knew, and every player knows, because when your lifestyle is not right, you can't perform in the leagues we have to perform, and you don't get the right levels when you don't have a good and a disciplined life away from Carrington.
Just on Mason Mount, the club have invested a lot of money in him. He's clearly a very talented player, but he's obviously had these injuries. How much can he bring to your team if he is now fully fit for a prolonged period?
We have seen glimpses in the start of the season, where he is capable of, and it was not a long time out. He's a quick turnaround back, and but what he needs is a longer period where he can train fully with the team and play with the team, because then he can come up into speed, and then everyone will see his qualities. But I'm totally convinced. I have seen in the start of the season what he can bring to a team, and I'm sure once he is in the longer run he will really improve.
Is that the same when it comes to his position as well? Because he's obviously very versatile, but he's playing in different positions for you. Are you still trying to find how to kind of get him in your team? Which position?
When he's not available, I can't integrate him in the team. That's the problem. So first of all, he has to be available, and then we can integrate him.
Laurie.
Hi Erik, I know it's only been a couple of games, but Manuel Ugarte seems to have started quite brightly. What have you made of his performances and also his training application?
He's a player very short in some sessions, Now he has a starter, and in Southampton he came in as a sub. He has still, he's in the process that he has to come into the club. He has to come into the team and know what is the game model, what are the principles, what are the rules, and know his teammates. Especially know with his profile what he can contribute from his team. So yeah, we are in that process, and yeah, that will take some time, but it will come. It will come in a natural way, and you can already see when he is fulfilling the process, he will really be a very good player for us.
Last question, Will.
Erik, you mentioned there from February onwards it was difficult to get 11 players out on the pitch almost, and you have 18 available now. Is there anything you can do different at this stage of the season to make sure that doesn't happen again?
I can't say. That is, you can't avoid. There is so many circumstances where you don't have any influence on, and that can always be happen. But there are also circumstances where you can take control of, and we did some reviewing during the summer, and we are still working on improvements all the time to take control as